Yeah, I mean, I got the update. I think he stepped on somebody's foot there in transition, and I think at halftime stiffened up. So, um, we'll have to evaluate him again in the morning, see how he feels coming out of it, see how he does overnight. But I don't really know a whole lot more than report, kind of at halftime, at the end of halftime, and when he said he was out.
How do you feel about how the guys responded without him being able to win a game like
Yeah, no, I mean it's a good win. It's kind of it's a blow in a couple different ways when you don't have Kevin, but and the third quarter was kind of going the wrong direction, and for us to gather, kind of get it back, find a way. Different guys stepped up. I thought Mason and Monte had a great stretch, and Brad on the boards, and just lots of different plays. So, obviously Book with 15,000 tonight, the first bucket of the game, and his leadership and his voice just throughout the game. It's a good win for us to kind of sustain the second half and find a way to get some separation after it got close.
Coach, how did you feel Bradley looked in his return? He didn't score a ton, but it looked like he made his imprint on the game in other ways.
Yeah, no, I thought he had some big time boards. Helped us. He got a layup late. I thought a big three in the corner. Forced a timeout. He found a way to impact the game in lots of different ways, and it's just good to have him back and playing.
Wemby got going a little bit in that third quarter there, but for the most part, you guys held him in check. What did you like about the way that you guys limited him tonight?
Yeah, just our activity, I thought in general was good. Try and really play him before the catch. Make his catches tough. Maybe make the spot a little bit different, and then show him a crowd around it. So, but Royce, another guy. I don't think I mentioned a second ago. I thought his defense, Kevin in the first half. Lots of guys. He's a tough cover.
Coach, just as a coach, how do you battle the up and down nature of a season when it comes to injuries? I know ideally you guys would have played all 21 games or 20, with Devin, Kevin, and Brad together, but they've been in and out. Just how do you battle building as much cohesion as possible through some of those absences that'll come?
Yeah, I mean, it's part of our league. We're not any different. I'm sure there's not a team in the league that's not dealing with some people in and out of the lineups. And hopefully we, teach and start to learn a way of playing that's good for everybody, regardless of who's healthy and who's not. And guys can find ways to contribute. Other people have opportunities to get more minutes. So we'll just see how Kevin is, and you just got to keep playing. You got to keep competing, keep getting stops, get out, run, play with each other. Try and play the way we want to play.
Coach Tyus ended the night with a total of 16 points. How do you feel about his performance lately and his ability to fill in those gaps?
Yeah, no, I mean he seemed a little more aggressive than normal to start the game. He, had some moves, got to the paint, hit his threes. He's been good. It's he picks his spots. We're kind of encouraging him to be more aggressive, and certainly started that way. At least it felt like, and so he's the guy that sets the table for us. But he needs to be aggressive at the same time also.
Just to be clear, has Kevin had any imaging on that foot yet, and if he has, any results?
No imaging and no results.
As one of them mentioned or no, what exactly you feel about Mason stepping up in Nurk's absence and basically doing those rim running and everything that he contributed to those 3 blocks in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I thought Mason, that stretch, he was really good for us, both defensively and offensively. Started the quarter with the dunk. Great pass by Monte, and so that's what it takes. Just different stretches of the game. We need different guys to step up, and Mason in his minutes was huge. His defense tonight was really good. So we need everybody.
First, congratulations on reaching 15,000.
Thank you.
Where's the game ball going?
Storage probably, somewhere safe.
Okay.
Till one day I can put them on display somewhere.
Right. Just when they put your face up and display with the 15,000, the fans started cheering and standing. What did that mean for you?
It means everything. that's the biggest part of it. And I said it earlier today, impressed that, just all here in one franchise, and, how much I've been through, how much I've just grew up, here. So everybody in the city see me come in as an 18-year-old kid, and, have always fully had my back, fully supported me, even when we were getting our head beat in. So just trusted me, believed in me, and, now we're turning around a bit.
Only thing I had was seeing Kevin go down is one thing, and if you could go on to win the game, just maybe speak to both of those things.
Yeah, obviously tough. It's impossible to replace what he brings to our team. Even just his presence around the team, not even having him on the bench in the second half was tough. But, we still fought. They came out, punched us in the face to start the half, and, we just stuck with it, weathered the storm, and, it was a growth moment for us.
Well, congrats on 15K.
Thank you.
I'm just curious, out of all the shots that you've made, the buckets you've gotten, do you have a favorite one on the way to 15?
I'd say probably either the bubble or MSG.
Last year.
Yeah, MSG last year.
Book, when you look at just the injuries that you guys have dealt with so far, nothing severe, but just like a lot of in and out so far, what was the key that you can take from last year and kind of that same situation, and yet building continuity, building cohesion through like the stagnant nature of it?
Yeah, just understanding that, everybody goes through it. All teams at some point through the season have to deal with it. I think it's a special time for more opportunity for other people, to get a chance, because, you never know what's going to happen later in the season or even the playoffs, to where, you just have to figure it out. No one talks about, injuries after a season ends.
To that point though, with Brad did have one or two that he missed early in the year, but how much did that first 2 weeks help where you guys really got some time on the court together to start the year, as opposed to last year when Brad was dealing with his back?
Yeah, more time out there, the more things we figure out, the more situations that we're put in that we learn from. So, we have a super intelligent team. I know I keep saying it, but, top to bottom, so it's fun to make adjustments, change our play style, having to do that on the fly when, we're missing players.
Hey, Bo, congrats on hitting 15K.
Thank you.
Having hit this milestone, is there a specific piece of advice or moment that shaped you into the player you are today?
Oh man, it's so many. I can't narrow it down to one. But I'm super grateful for the opportunity that I've been in here. All the vets that have been around me that took me in as a little brother. All the screens that were set for me, starting with Tyson Chandler. Not many young players get an opportunity that I have. So, I got a chance to just embrace it. Keep my head down and keep growing.
2 questions. One, piggyback off of what he said about 15K. Do you ever go back and look at some of Walter Davis's films? And what do you see from that? And I'll go to the second question after yours.
Big Papa, smooth operator. Legend, rest in peace. I've done my research. I've watched all the highlights. So to even be close, to what he's done for this franchise, it's just a crazy situation to be in, but, we have to continue to honor him, live through him, show appreciation, for the ones that came before us and laid the groundwork for us.
And also, what can you say about Mason and Monte sparking that 15-2 run in the fourth when you guys basically let up and had the Spurs come back in the third?
Yeah, just high activity from Mason. Monte's been solid all season and every opportunity that he had, so that you can tell those guys have been around in plenty of different situations, and that's why guys like that continue to stick on teams and continue to be in this league. It's a tough league to be a part of, and both of those guys have had long careers.
Hey, Book, going back to Walter, I'm assuming you had a chance to meet him when he was down here. Did he ever talk to you about basketball or other things and give you maybe advice or some just
We just talked in passing. Seen him at Coangelo's event once before too, but the respect was always there. I've always showed love to the legends. Always keep that a big part of everything I do, in every aspect of life. And, you know, I try to do it through my shoes, just continue to tell stories, you know, because I'm a historian in a way, and, you know, I understand, you know, how important it is for the people that laid the foundation for us.
Very last one.
Hey, Cook, now that you've been through this NBA Cup thing for the second time, what's your perspective on it?
I think it's fun. You know, it gives you a different motivation early in the season. Obviously, for the fans, it gives people something to talk about. You know, they do a good job of enhancing the courts, enhancing the ball. But we have fun with it. You know, my favorite part is the point differential and being able to play to the end. I always say, you know, I think that's how it should always be.
Did you actually guys get up higher for games like this than the regular season games?
Yeah, well, you know, I'd be lying if we said we didn't, if we treated them all the same. You know, we knew it was at stake today. We were keeping tabs on the Dallas-Memphis game during the game. You know, so I think it's a fun little twist in the season.
We all silly like the mayor.